Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, man. It is your boy Maziar here, and on today's video, man, we are going into another overpowered strategy, and that is the HOG Wizards, man. Yeah, this strategy, I'm not gonna take any credit for it. This is Sinti's strategy that I saw he was using on Twitter. He posted a few, pictures and attack logs, and I was like, hold on, maybe, this is a good strategy. So when I used it on the first day, I got 280 trophies, and that's insane. Like, personally, for me, this is my second, maybe, like, this attack at the beginning was my second attack with the Hog Rider strategy in Townhall 15. It was amazing, like, how this worked out for me. So personally, I think it's a good strategy to kind of move around with, especially when it's a few days after LAVALOON and everyone is running either Super Dragon or Titan or ring bases, double poison. There is no rage tower bases that much anymore, but obviously on this video I'm gonna bring you different style of bases, and also mostly those toxic ring bases and how you can take them out with these few machines that we're gonna be using, the siege machines basically. But yeah, man, this is the whole strategy. It's called a HOG Wizard or Wizard HOG or whatever it's called. But yeah, shout out to Sinti for having this strategy as well. And yeah, man, I just looked up to him. I wasn't sure about the clan castle, because of course if you visit Sinti or visit anyone else, you cannot really see their CC combination or the spells they take in the clan castle. But I just guessed this is probably his CC as well, maybe a bit different, but this works out for me perfectly. And as you can see, the pets are the same as the attack strategies that I do with the super barge. But yeah, man, let's go jump into these attacks without any further ado, and let's get it. Okay, we are here on the first base, and guys, whenever you see a ring base with double poison, just take the blimp. Okay, this is my advice. If you cannot take out Townhall with the Sui, just, by the way, you have a skeleton spell for the Sui, or if you see you're not diving into a monolith, you're going to go to use that skeleton spell later for your hogs. But what I'm about to do with these loons is basically give queen and king a small funnel. That funnel is important so they can go in. I'm going to use the queen always first so I know where the king goes. This is just a typical Sui tip I would give you, unless you know where the king is going to go and you already did a small funnel for him, go with the king first. But yeah, man, of course you can use Hog Riders and Wizards to funnel on this strategy too, so make sure those two heroes dive into the first layer of the ring. Basically, this is in this ring base, there's only 2 layers basically, but this counts as a first in my opinion. Now, the most important part of the Sui is wherever you're gonna Sui, you need to activate one of the spell towers. Now, it is rage, it is invisibility, it is a poison, as you can see on this one, because that's important. That can cost a lot of damage off your heroes, and of course hogs. Now, poison for the clan castle, and I'm starting the Sui right away. You can see I'm not waiting on my queen to see what is she going to get. Now here, Warden ability for the blimp, it's gonna go in and you can rage this up. But look at where I'm raging. I'm also raging the Hog Riders that are gonna be behind this blimp, but the tornado is kind of messing up my attack. Now look at these heal spells. We're gonna go in. We lost a few hogs, but because you have a lot of Hog Riders, don't just spam them all into one area. As you saw, I lost maybe half of my first group, but because I had separation and I had extra hogs, now we have another whole set of Hog Riders going into the base. And look at this, man, free spells are just for your royal champion. These Hog Riders, because they have rage spell, they have warden ability, and they have the heal spell, you don't necessarily need to freeze anything unless you want to go with a very late warden ability. And that's it, man. You can crush this base so easily because everyone is running these very toxic bases for the LAVALOON. Eventually it's gonna kind of be a bit less triples with the LAVALOON. Maybe you noticed as well in your attack strategies, you're not getting 320s, you're not getting 300s. Maybe if you're doing pretty well, you're doing 2 fails at least a day. That is gonna get more, that will be more, because the bases will eventually get better. Now this is why I brought you this strategy on video and on attack, so you can see and use it. Okay, we are here on Kuma's base. You know him, man. You know this player. Now, this is another ring base that double invis tower. These are toxic bases for a LAVALOON, guys. So not a lot of people might be able to triple it, or you might be able to completely one star it. So one thing I'm gonna tell you is, because of those siege machines, always take that log launcher. I told you before, you need to activate the spell towers. That is the key to your Sui and to your hog riders later on for the base. Of course, like the last base, I'm using some loons to make sure the defense of these layers is down, so the king or queen, they don't go wrong. Look at his log launcher from a side angle to go in, and once the logs hit the town hall, in case you didn't know, it's gonna do the damage and both invisibility towers will be off. Now I dropped the headhunter a bit late. I'm still obviously kind of new to this strategy as well, so I'm not gonna be the perfect Sui player, but you're gonna see what happens. This king is gonna go in, drag this clan castle. Now this clan castle, you could hold to your poison and make sure it goes to your queen and then use the poison, but in my case I was a bit fast with it, so I was like, okay, never mind. Now before the invisibility tower charge up, guys, start the attack. Go in with a big group of hogs with headhunters. Of course the poison lizard will also do some damage. You can rage pretty early and go into the town hall. Make sure you freeze the town hall so you can pop a late warden ability, because this is not like the last attack. We are going through the town hall with our hogs. Now once I'm seeing the hogs are going low on HP, this is where I'll pop the ability. They're gonna be super fast, and look at this, because they are the special abilities like a wizard, they're not even gonna go into the town hall poison. They literally just went around it. This is the interesting part for me. And look at these spells. Bro, you don't even need these spells. That's what I'm saying. These spells are for the royal champion. So these hogs are basically the tanks for the royal champion from the beginning till the end. And whenever they are dead, you can use these spells to keep the champion alive for longer. And this is how we can crush Kuma's base too. These are some toxic ring bases for this LAVALOON strategy. I'm gonna bring you a diamond base right now as well. So let's just jump into it, man. Let's go. Alright, we are here on the next base, a diamond base. Now this is one of the bases for me, because I don't do hog attacks. I don't generally know the plan on diamond bases, but I got a bit of experience now attacking with this strategy for one day, even maybe even more. I could get more experience. Anyway, now what I like to do is basically to use a nice flame flinger on an area where there is no actual crazy buildings. I'm just using it for the funnel. And then because the town hall is so much in the corner, you can take it out with the king. Don't use your queen, because guys, some of you may not be the best Sui attackers. You might not be able to kind of know where the queen is gonna go, and you might miss the town hall with both queen and king. But look how easy it is for the king. You need 2 sneaky goblins to funnel him, and then you need the queen to funnel the other side. You don't even need to spend any more funneling troops. And this queen, because of those skellies, yeah, she's gonna go a bit weird, but thankfully she's gonna come back down. King is gonna take out the town hall just in time, so the queen is gonna go around. I used a few wall breakers in case the queen wanna go and take out the monolith. Now look at this CC as well, a titan. Last attack was a super drag. This will be a titan, and this is every single attack we're gonna deal with today. Okay, now this flame flinger, he did his job. Okay, I'm not gonna be too mad about him. All right, he's fine. For me, that's cool. You can do a better flame flinger, go for it. But look at this, man. I'm gonna the queen is dead. That invisibility was a bit late, so I have to kind of go in with this angle. I didn't want to go in with this angle, so this is a change of plan. I really needed that queen ability to take down that whole compartment. And one rage spell, we're gonna go in. Don't forget, guys, you have so many hogs and heal spells. Heal next to the multis. You have 2 freezes. Because we are going into double multis, I'm using double free spell. As I told you before, the free spells and of course these invisibilities are for the champion, unless you're going into so much splash damage. But guys, even though the plan has changed, we're still managing to coming through and going for the back end of this base. Have this cleanup, have a few hog riders. In my opinion, I should have hold a bit more hog riders so I can use it on this back end, keep my champion alive for longer. I believe she's gonna go down a bit later, but yeah, this back end was a bit heavy to handle. Well, I hope you enjoyed this method of taking out the diamond bases. If there is, you know, maybe a lot of damage in front of the Town Hall. What you can do by the time we get through this attack, let me tell you, is use the king on one side, use the queen on the other side. Make sure the sides of Town Hall is empty. Then you can drop these 4 or 3 or, you know, 2 loons, whatever, to go into the Town Hall area. Those, I'm talking about those bases that have, let's say, a rage spell in front of the Town Hall. And then you can drop a simple blimp for the Town Hall. Depending on tornado or not, you can rage that blimp up too. Alright, we are here on the next base. Now, this is a typical base you all know. Okay, you all know this base. There is no way you don't see this base in your Legends League attacks. Now, what I'm going to do is a bit interesting on this one, because I want to use a flame flinger on a ring base. Okay, we use the log launcher, we use the blimp, and this is with a flame flinger. Look at me, man, I'm bringing you everything. Okay, so every single, like, this is all the scenarios. Let's say you went into the attack and you didn't have a blimp, you forgot to take it, you can use these methods. Okay, now we're gonna go with a wall breaker, king, queen, ice golem. Of course, as always, you can of course tank these mortars with your 6 archers that you have. Now, because I know this base, of course I dropped 1 archer at the beginning of the attack to find that Tesla. This wall breaker is simply going to give my queen access to the eagle, but you're gonna see how I kind of, you know, manage that. Now, archers for this mortar, make sure by the time the mortar shot is coming down, you drop the next archer like this I'm doing. Now, one thing you're gonna notice is, guys, this area that I sui, it didn't have much of a damage. That's why I suied it, because I know my heroes will get through it. But imagine if I sui the other side. Your heroes only get maybe 1 hero and they're gonna activate those spell towers, the CC will come out. Your king and queen will get 0 value. On this base, you don't necessarily have to activate the poison towers, just because that front side of the Town Hall, the 3 o'clock compartment, is stacked with defenses and heroes. So what I'm gonna do is to kind of go through the Town Hall with the hogs, but we need these spells for the back end, for what is left after the Town Hall, and you're gonna see how I'm gonna use them, and you have to use them kind of perfectly. Okay, so with the Warden ability, you can also go in with the Headhunters, but make sure you know what you're doing with the Headhunters. You don't want to lose them, they're important. So I think maybe I'm not even gonna use even 1 Headhunter on this Warden ability. Going in with the rage and the heal spell early, because I know these traps, I know the bombs, the, you know, poison towers are activating, Town Hall will get activated, poison for the 3 super minion in the clan castle, Warden ability before we negate with the Town Hall. And here is where I'm dropping the extra group of hogs to go in. Now look at these hogs, this is the important thing, they are not in the poison, they're just going around it like the last base, or the base before it actually, sorry, but they're just going around it. I drop a Headhunter on top side to take out the champion. By the time my CC is out, you can see the flame flinger did its beautiful job. And guys, look at the spells, we still have the royal champion alive, so the spells are for her in case you want to use it, or you just want to swag it, man. So that's how this strategy generally works. But I'm sorry, I had to bring these ring bases for you, just because it's going a lot more in Legends League. Everyone's running these rings with Toxic Clan Castle. So let's go to the last base, and it's gonna be another ring. Okay, we are here on the last base. This is the example of activating the spell towers and your heroes not getting enough value. You're gonna see what I mean by that. Now, what my general plan was on this base was to kind of send the king into the alleyway of scattershot and get the enemy queen, get 1 or 2 expos even, activate the poison tower, and that's it. That's all I needed. But the king won't get that much value on his own. I wanted to use the ice golem here with the queen because I wasn't sure if there was going to be a Tesla farm, but I really wanted my queen to get the eagle, just because it gives me a nice cut. What I'm doing with my queen is a nice value, it's a nice cut and a funnel for the hogs. Okay, I'm not funneling the king, I'm not going with Sui both together, I'm separating the Sui this time on this base. So I'm telling you different approaches, of course, so you can have it in your mind that it's possible to do these approaches. Now with the king ability, I kind of had to pop it a bit earlier than I thought. Queen is also on the other side of the wall, so even with the Phoenix, we're not gonna get her. We're not gonna get the scatter to neither of the expos, but we activated that poison tower. Now I wasn't sure with the blimp or the battle drill, but then I realized, hold on, there is still enemy queen, so I can't really send the battle drill. She's just gonna take it out super early. We're gonna go in with a wide hogs RC headhunter with the blimp, going into the scattershot compartment, popping the warden ability. Make sure you freeze that sweeper and the poison tower together, and make sure you have a nice rage spell so your Yeti mites can do a lot of damage. Now look at this. We're gonna go for a bomb tower. That's why I'm gonna heal to the monolith itself. More hogs adding from the bottom side. I'm gonna rage in front, guys, because these hogs already have a lot of damage, but by the time they're gonna go in, you need to rage them. Another heal spell on that bomb tower. Once we go to that area, I lost a few hogs again, okay, but I'm telling you, these spells are for your champion. So those freezes, the invisibilities, these are for the champion. I really didn't need to do that, and by the time everything is dead, this is where your champion is going to shine. Not all the attacks are going to be absolutely crushing, amazing, 20 hogs left. No, some attacks are going to be like this, so don't worry. Have these spells, keep your champion alive, and that's how you can get the triple. I really hope you enjoyed this attack strategy. I wasn't sure if the Sinti is gonna go with a video on it on his channel. I don't even know if he's active on YouTube, but I really wanted to share this strategy with you. So again, shout out to Sinti for sharing his strategy on the Twitter, so I could go and get it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. See you soon in the next one. Take care and peace.